What's going on, homosexuals? Coach Lorena here, and I'm back again bragging about my clients because they're amazing. And today I got the homie Stevie. Stevie, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm excited to hear what the career gym experience has been like for you. So, kick us off. Tell us a little bit about Stevie.
As you heard, my name is Stevie. I use they, them pronouns, and I live in Florida, unfortunately. I tend to lean more toward like theater gay. I love the performance. I love to dress up. I love crafting and like making costumes. So that's a little bit about me. I also read a lot.
Hey, a little cosplay, a little bookworm. So, what was it like for you before the career gym came up in your life?
There was like a couple of different parts of my life that I'll talk about in this part. I had been dealing with chronic pain for a really long time, about 5 years. And before that, I used to just like work out on my own time. And I never really saw any huge improvements in my abilities other than like, oh, I don't get as winded when I go up the stairs, or oh, lifting this thing is a little bit easier. But in terms of like overall fitness, that was about it. So it was good for what it was. And then once I had my ankle injury that led to the chronic pain that I was experiencing, it was pretty much like a steady flow of, okay, all right, it's starting to get worse. Okay, it's starting to get a lot worse. And then I think last year was the worst it had ever been. And I was unable to walk for about 5 months, like completely not weight bearing at all on my left side. And none of the treatments that we were trying were working. I wasn't able to move around. I'm having a lot of trouble getting out of bed, even to do like basic things for myself. And we ended up going with an elective amputation. And that thankfully solved pretty much all of the chronic pain issues. I got really, really lucky with that because there was a chance that I would still have the pain. So far, I've been really lucky with that respect. And since then, I've been really motivated to get back into being more physically fit and getting more active again. Like, I've been able to get back into my hobbies, and just like the drive to feel good in my body was really high right after surgery. So I was figuring out what I was going to do. I was originally going to start with my old routine, just go through the basic workouts that I know and try to move from there. And then I ended up seeing an ad for the Queer Gym on Instagram. And I clicked on the account and followed it. And then you like instantly DM'd me.
Well, yeah, I stay in those DMs.
Oh yeah. And pretty much the rest is history. It seemed like something that I really wanted to do, and like having the community, being able to work out with a bunch of other queers, I think that's been really, really nice. I've enjoyed it a lot.
Wow. Okay. So that's a crazy journey. So you had an ankle injury. That shit just kept getting worse and worse, worse and worse. You decided to have the surgery, amputate, and then after that, the chronic pain was gone, and you're like, okay, now let's fucking party. But then you're like, oh shit, kind of need to move to do that.
Like
You
my
scroll
stamina
DM.
was
Yeah.
huge bad. Like my stamina was so bad. I was like in PT in the hospital right after, and they're like, you can slow down. Like, you don't want to overwork yourself. And I'm like, but I used to be able to do this really well. And I'm like gasping from doing like 3 sit-ups or something.
I mean, injuries can be crazy, you know? It's like
Oh
there's so
yeah.
many different things that you're having to maintain, and you don't really notice them dwindling until you have to do it again. And you're like, I could do that before. What happened?
Yeah, exactly. And I could also see that happening with my mom as well. Like as she's getting older, she's starting to have like more issues with balance, and she's going to physical therapy for her back, and they're telling her to work on her core. And I'm like, oh, I do that.
Yeah, literally, I'm in physical therapy right now, and literally all physical therapy is the shit we have you guys do in your warm up and cool down.
Yeah. And I think that's helped honestly a lot.
Yeah. Well, I bet. I bet. Okay, so I slide in the DM. You join the gym. Walk me through, yes, coach, I'm joining, to like that first class. What was that like for you?
I think there was a lot of nervousness and excitement a little bit where it was like, okay, I'm going to be a part of something. I have like a financial incentive to show up because like I'm really good at sticking with something once I start, but actually starting is like the hardest part for me. So having like that extra incentive, like people being there to be like holding me accountable, and like the financial incentive of like, okay, well, if I don't show up, then I've wasted such and such amount of money. That was really good to push me to be consistent and to show up the first time. I didn't exactly know what to expect from any of the coaches because I had only ever talked to you. I think my first workout was Oakland Booty, and it was a lot of fun. I liked the music choices. I loved having the little breakout rooms to talk with everybody before the workout and sometimes during, and like having the constant encouragement where it's like, oh yeah, you guys can do it, let's push through, and like the individual shout outs. It was a really like nice experience for, especially for how nervous I was, just because this was like the first time I've ever actually like joined a gym, and then like having the cool down and the meditations at the end just really put a nice end cap on the workout for me, I think, because I never did
Yeah.
that. But like my old like self workouts would just be, I would do my cardio, I would do some stretching for about 20 minutes, and then I would jump into weightlifting, and then I would go home and shower. Like no cool down,
That
no
was a cool
nothing.
down.
That was the cool down. Yeah, the drive home was the cool down.
Yeah.
So I think like having that was a very nice, unexpected surprise.
How would you describe the workouts in regards to accessibility?
So much to my friends about the accessibility of queer gym. Pretty much every single time I've had an issue with accessibility, there's been a really easy fix or modification that the coaches had like basically ready to go. And when I did have a fall and I wasn't able to wear my prosthetic, all of the coaches were super helpful with helping me figure out like, okay, how can I still participate in this workout if I can't stand up physically? And like making sure I'm still able to move with intention and get the same or at least a very close approximate of what I would be getting out of a normal workout. The extent for the modifications are ones that I had never considered before because everybody knows like, oh, push-ups on your toes or modified push-ups on your knees. But like, I
Yeah.
didn't know that you could start out with like wall push-ups or like on a couch or something if you're still struggling on your knees. There's so many options that I had never considered before. And knowing that all of the coaches have that experience it's really nice. And I've already bragged to some of my friends who I actually went to the Mayo Clinic pain rehab program in Jacksonville for all the surgery. And one of the things that they had us do there was physical therapy, like graded physical therapy at our own pace. So the PTs would work with us individually, figure out what would work with us, careful not to overwork or like trigger worsening symptoms. And I'm still in contact with one of my friends from that program from last year. And I was bragging to her about it. I'm like, hey, if you're looking to join a gym, this one is really great for accessibility. And it's full of queer people because she's also queer.
Come on, bestie, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something I get asked a lot about in like initial conversations with folks like, hey, it's been a while. Like, am I going to die? And I'm like, no one's dead. No one's ever died. I promise you won't be the first. And I think, when you ask gyms, like, do you modify? They all say yes. But do they really modify?
At a regular gym, it might just be like, oh, you can't do bear squats? Well, here, just do them on your knees and like, get close enough.
Yeah, just something wonky that's like weird and like not quite
Yeah.
it. Well, that makes me feel really proud because, I know that we have a lot of members with chronic illness or just, all sorts of stuff going on. Shout out to our coaches because, some of our coaches deal with some of that stuff themselves. And so, they have like that inside scoop of like, yes, we offer modifications, but like, let's not wait to be asked, right? Because that can be sometimes be weird for people of like, oh, I don't want to interrupt. I don't want to slow down. I don't want to be that guy. But it's like, but if you need to be that guy, then it should be a space that allows you to be that guy that needs modifications.
And I did get a little bit nervous about asking for a mod one of the first times that I did. And like seeing other people ask for mods and the coaches' responses and stuff, it gave me a lot more confidence to be like, oh, okay, yeah, I can just ask and it'll be fine.
Yeah. In our last meeting, we decided to just make it protocol in classes to just like, welcome before we go into the question of the day. Hey, if you're going to be doing your own thing or if you need extra mods, like just let us know, just like more than what we normally do. And then we just added that mod bod class Whenever we
Yeah.
introduce new workouts, we have coaches go and take everybody through the new workout with modifications just so that we can feel more comfortable. It's about that. It's, everyone's going to do their own workout, but like in their own ability. I really
Yeah.
think it's like the gym's job or the coach's job to create an environment where everybody can accomplish that without feeling uncomfortable, weird, out of place. Okay, so 6 months, 70 plus workouts. Tell me a little bit about what you've experienced in terms of changes or results.
One of the things that I've definitely noticed is my heart does not race at like the smallest amount of physical activity anymore, because that was like my biggest thing. I would just feel so exhausted and so winded after just like going up a flight of stairs or walking to go get the mail and coming back. So my stamina has definitely been a lot better. I can tell that like with the cardio, my heart has been a lot healthier. I love the how the assessment weeks work, because I can actually like see myself getting stronger physically, like my muscles are getting stronger. I have been like more cognizant of my diet. So I think since starting in January, I think I've lost maybe 25 pounds, which
Okay.
was pretty much what I put on during the past 5 years of chronic pain issues.
Yeah.
So being able to get back to where I was before, that was one of my big goals for when I first joined, was like, okay, I want to get back to feeling how I was before all of the garbage happened. I think I've gotten there, but I still want to keep going. It's like, oh, I can feel even better than this. I can be even stronger
I
than
love
this.
that. I love that. Okay, so in 6 months, you've done 70 plus workouts, down 25 pounds, and you want more. So, what's kind of the next goal for you now? Now I'm
I
invested,
think,
so I want to hear about this.
yeah. So now my next goal is to see if I can beef up a little bit more. One of my big goals for like gender euphoria, I'll say, is to be like have broader shoulders, more defined upper body muscles, because I love how they look. I love how they would look on me. I feel like I would be able
Yeah.
to, I don't know, I like being strong, I guess.
I
Like
mean, who
etch
doesn't
out
like
a
being
little more
beefcake,
masculine physique. Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like protein goals. That sounds like
Yeah,
next
I've been
level.
joking with my friends that I've been turning into a gym bro, because I have my protein powder out on the counter that I sit next to my blender. I make like protein fruit smoothies after every workout.
Yes. There you go. So, what would you say to all my Instagram lurkers, all 30,000 of y'all? Don't let me slide in your DMs. I will get you to join and you're going to love it. But what would you tell them?
I would say it's definitely worth it. It's like one of the things I remember from, I think one of the onboarding videos is like, it's an investment in yourself. That is really, really important. If you're having trouble getting started or with the motivation, this is definitely the place to help. And it's like, it's a really good community. I think every single person that I've ever been in a breakout room with or talked with during the workouts has been wonderful. Everyone is super welcoming and accommodating, and it's a really fun workout atmosphere. I think like I always feel good after a workout with the Queer Gym. And if there's something that's stopping you from joining that's not like physically can't pay the money, I would say just give it a shot anyways. Like, oh, if you think that like if you're too disabled or like unable to work out in a conventional sense, or if you think that you'll never reach your goals because they're too far away, or if you're overwhelmed with like all of the start stuff, I would say try to do it scared anyways, because it might be surprising. You might be surprised. One of the things that I've been trying to work on is to do things scared. Like, yes, I'm scared about it and I'm going to do it anyways. And if it works, great. That's great. And if it doesn't, I learned a lesson.
Oh my God, Stevie, you keep this energy up. I'm gonna have you work with us one on one because you are feeling like you're fucking ready to level the fuck even more than you already have. That's
Oh,
dope.
yeah.
That's dope. Well, I'm rooting for you. I'm excited for your beefcake era coming up real soon here.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. I'm excited for the T muscles to come in as I'm working out.
Hey, there we go. Wow. Well, congratulations on the consistency and showing up and putting in the work and doing shit that's scary anyway. Because clearly it's paid off. Like, Stevie, 25 pounds in 6 months?
Yeah,
That's high.
I was really surprised. One of my goals for getting back into my hobbies for cosplaying, I go to anime conventions a lot and I make my own costumes for it. And one of the things that I was having a lot of trouble with was like body image and not liking how I looked in cosplay, even though I was still having a fun time. And so I think I shared with you my first goal was to be more in shape by the time my 10-year cosplaying anniversary came around. And I got back some of the pictures from the photo shoots of that time, and they look so good. And I love how I look in them. And I felt great wearing the cosplay. And I felt great the whole day.
Well, Stevie, thank you so much for coming through and sharing your fitness story. Congrats on becoming a fitness inspo. I'm sure people are going to watch this and be like, hey, I'm down with Stevie. Well, for y'all watching, still lurking, still trying to decide if this is for you, I don't know what you're waiting for. So if that's you, make sure you hit subscribe. Like, let's jump on a call. I'm not that scary. I don't think I'm scary. I think I'm funny. We should just get on a call and have some fun. All right, y'all, take care.